Hello, welcome back. We are going to talk about the goddess Brigid, and if she's the goddess that you are working with, she has a much calmer energy. We just came from the goddess Kali, and she is way more intense. Brigid is, we are calmer now. Okay, so she is the goddess of poetry, healing, and fertility. Brigid represents creativity, inspiration, and the cycles of life. Some signs or synchronicities that this is the goddess for you that's working with you is feeling inspired to create or express yourself, seeing flames or fire. Brigid is often depicted with a sacred flame, as she is the goddess of fire, light, and purification. A candle, particularly one that's lit with intention, can be a direct connection to Brigid's healing and transformative energy. There's also the Brigid cross. I think I have in a crafting section in here for Wheel of the Year. If you go into there, you can see how to make the Brigid cross with pipe cleaners. She's also connects to, let's see here, water. Water is a symbol of purification, fertility, and renewal. A bowl of water or a sacred spring can be used in rituals. I think that when I was working with this goddess, I feel like I was seeing wells a lot, like wishing wells in my meditations. So that could be something you're experiencing. Wool or spinning wool or wanting to like knit or crochet. Like I feel like that's a symbol that this is the goddess working with you. She's also of poetry and song, so if you're super drawn to that, craftsmanship, using your hands, cows and milk. Dairy products, especially milk, are often used in offerings for her. She's associated with cattle and the nourishment they provide. I think like she is associated a lot with Imbolc, which like they had to bring all of their animals inside, and like during that time they would really pray that their animals would make it through the winter, and then they would be so like the milk would be so sacred. Not only is it nourishing their future food like the baby animals, but it's nourishing their home through the winter, if that makes sense, like making cheeses and stuff. So I think that one of the ways that we honored her when we were working with her was making like a bath salt and then adding dried milk to it, like an Epsom salt milk kind of soak. Lotus flowers are a symbol of spirituality and rebirth. Feathers, if you're seeing lots of feathers, if you're seeing lots of sun, the color orange and yellow. Other colors are red, white, green, gold, blue. The animals that she connects to. Oh, also the wheel, like a cog or a wheel. That could be a sign that this is the goddess trying to work with you. Swans are one of her, where did I put the animal section? Swans, doves. Come on, where are you? Oh my gosh. There it is, there it is. Swans. The swan represents beauty, grace, and transformation. Swans are also a symbol of poetic and artistic realms. That's why it's connected to her. Doves, that's like that represents peace, love, and healing, that divine feminine energy. Snakes, that's for an ancient symbol of transformation, healing, and rebirth. Cows, again, this is for the fertility, abundance, and nourishment. Sorry about the children, ignore them. Horses, farm animals, like all the farm animals, honestly, if you're seeing those as symbols. A horse is symbolic of strength, freedom, and movement. Also represents Brigid's connection with the untamed aspect of nature. The wolf symbolizes loyalty, courage, and protection. She's a guardian. She's a healer. The goat is linked to fertility, vitality, and earth cycles. The goat represents her connection to the land, and cats are often associated with independence, mystery, and intuition. They're also connected to protection and mystical energy that aligns with Brigid's role. Some herbs that you could be drawn to, I don't know if I've said this already, is heather, yarrow, rosemary, and then down some reasons that she could be wanting to connect with you. Brigid may appear to support your creative projects, healing work, or desires for self-improvement. She also represents the balance of light and darkness, bringing renewal and inspiration. So she likes to come in for healing from emotional wounds. Brigid may reach out if you are dealing with deep emotional wounds or trauma, especially related to loss, grief, or abandonment. As a goddess of healing, she can help you work through past pain, offering a path of restoration and wholeness, transformation and personal growth. She helps with renewal of that, healing physical ailments. She was a saint. Like if you look it up, the Catholics put her as a saint because she was very popular with the pagans, so they had to explain that. Or whatever you believe. I'm not fighting with anybody. Goddess of healing, she was often helping the sick and those in need. Empowerment and reclaiming strength. If you've been feeling powerless, stuck, or disconnected, she could be reaching out to you. If you've been having creative blocks and you're an artist or like a poet or a writer, she could be reaching out to you. Nurturing or fertility and new beginnings, a goddess of fertility and the cycles of life, including conception, birth, and new beginnings. She may call to you if you're embarking on a new project, idea, or stage of life that requires nurturing and care. Protection and guidance, healing relationships. She helps with restoring balance and harmony, spiritual healing and connections. She's also a goddess if you're needing to work on letting go and forgiveness. One of her stories is there was a man afflicted with a painful, debilitating disease, and he was brought to Brigid's sanctuary. This man had been suffering for a very long time, and traditional healers were unable to help him with any remedies or with his sores and stuff. The villagers they knew of Brigid and her wisdom and her healing abilities, and they wanted her to help him. So Brigid, with great compassion, took the man under her care. She did not just see his physical afflictions, but understood the emotional and spiritual pain that had accompanied this condition. I feel like he was like a leopard, and back in that day, nobody would be around you. Like they wouldn't even offer you water or food back then. They would like you would be secluded from the whole village, like you were a pariah. But she saw all of his afflictions. She knew that healing could not just happen on the surface. It needed to come from a place of deep empathy, love, and balance between mind, body, and soul. Brigid spent time with the man, listening to his pain and offering him comfort. As a healer, she practiced rituals using herbs, sacred water, and sacred fire. It was said that the fire in particular was deeply connected to her, and she used the flames not just for physical warmth, but for spiritual and emotional purification. She bathed the man in sacred waters and applied healing herbs to his sores, but most of all, she used the power of love and light. Channeling them to heal his spirit, Brigid's flame was known to be both literal and symbolic, representing purification, transformation, and the light that could drive away darkness, both physically and spiritually. As Brigid worked for healing, the man began to feel a sense of warmth and relief, both physically and emotionally. His body started to recover, the sores started to disappear, and he was able to stand and walk again. It was said that his heart and mind were healed, and he was filled with a renewed sense of purpose and faith. This healing story reflects Brigid's role as a goddess who not only heals the body, but also offers spiritual nourishment and guidance. Her ability to heal was not only through practical means like herbs and water, but also through the power of compassion, understanding, and emotional release. So if this stuff touched your heart, if this is the stuff, if you feel like this is the goddess and these are all the signs that you're receiving, then go ahead and pick this one and work with her and make your altar and dedicate your year to working and receiving blessings through her. Remember to use your intuition on how you connect and what you believe and don't believe. If there's something that doesn't apply, that is said to apply, as long as you're using your intuition and doing it in love, then the blessings will be received. Bye.